Welcome back, everybody. You're here at Behind the Fame, and today's featured video spotlight is on legendary comedic actress and straight lady, Gracie Allen. Join us as we celebrate the better half of the George Burns and Gracie Allen show. This video spotlights the wonderful, wonderful career and life of Gracie Allen. Join me. Gracie Allen was an American vaudevillian, singer, actress, and comedian who became internationally famous as a delightfully ditzy comic foil to her husband and straight man, George Burns, and their long-running act Burns and Allen on stage, radio, film, and television. Celebrated for her illogical logic, perfectly straight delivery, and influence on female comedy, she later received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and with Burns' induction into the Television Hall of Fame. Early life and persona. Allen was born in San Francisco to Irish Catholic parents, began performing on stage at age 3, and later danced and toured in vaudeville with her sisters as the Four Colleens. She met George Burns in 1922, married him in 1926, and together they crafted a double act that gradually shifted from Burns as jokester to Allen as the central illogically logical character whose straight-faced nonsense brought the laughs. Radio, publicity, and films. Burns and Allen moved from vaudeville to a hit radio career in the 1930s through the 40s, evolving into a situation comedy format about a showbiz couple whose everyday life kept spinning out of control, thanks to Gracie's logic, supported by recurring neighbors and announcers. They staged elaborate publicity stunts, including a year-long search for Gracie's missing brother and a tongue-in-cheek 1940 presidential campaign on the surprise party ticket, and co-starred in films such as International House, Six of a Kind, The Big Broadcast Series, A Damsel in Distress, College Swing, and Honolulu, while Allen also headlined mystery comedies like The Gracie Allen Murder Case and Mr. and Mrs. North. Television career. In 1950, they successfully transitioned to TV with the George Burns and Gracie Allen show, playing fictionalized versions of themselves as TV stars, living next door to the Mortons, and ending each episode with a brief classic vaudeville-style exchange. The show ran until Allen's retirement in 1958. A George Without Gracie continuation lasted only one season, underscoring how essential her presence was to the act's chemistry. Private life and death. Gracie and George adopted 2 children, Sandra and Ronnie, and remained married for life despite at least one affair George later publicly confessed and Gracie never confronted directly. Plagued by heart disease and migraines, Allen died of a heart attack on August 27, 1964. She was only 69 and was entombed at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. Burns joined her in 1996, with their shared crypt inscription reading, "Together Again." Legacy and honors. Allen's exact birth year became a running joke, a minor mystery, but census and school records strongly support July 26, 1895, despite later 1902 inscriptions and publicity claims. The Gracie Awards for Women in Media are named in her honor, and admirers such as B. Benaderet and James L. Brooks have cited her as one of the great screen and radio comedians, with Brooks naming his company Gracie Films after her. That was the wonderful life and career of Gracie Allen. Give me your thoughts. Wasn't she hilarious with her ditzy, illogically illogic logic? And how whenever she would say something dumb or it makes you think, George Burns would turn around and look at the camera. They look at the camera like, oh my god, how dumb is this woman? But apparently, off camera, she was very, very intelligent, very smart, just like Edith Bunker, Jean Stapleton was in the character Edith Bunker on All in the Family. Jean Stapleton was very intelligent, but she played a very dumb woman, or at least a very naive, innocent, dumb woman. Just like Gracie Allen was very intelligent in real life. She played childlike innocence, asking basic, simple questions, turning logic into logic, where it just made you laugh. Give me your thoughts on George Burns and Gracie Allen. Do you remember the show? You can find a lot of their shows, a lot of their interviews, and guest appearances online, as well as YouTube. Thank you for joining me here for celebrating the wonderful life of Gracie Allen. Any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them below. I'm Tony, and you're here at Yesteryear TV at Behind the Fame. Click subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next video.